Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am here to give you my match reaction after Liverpool have just been beaten 2-1 by Leicester in the league. As you can probably tell by my yeah, I'm really disappointed. It's been an absolutely horrendous week for obviously the players, the team, but I think for all of us fans as well. It's been a super difficult week, and you just hoped that we'd have like something to cheer about this weekend. And this weekend was always going to be such a tough ask performance. It was going to be super difficult, and in all truthfulness and honestness, it's not made me feel it's probably made me feel worse about this whole situation. It's just really difficult to come to terms with. I think, you know what, absolute full credit to the team to be able to go out there still and work super hard. I don't think you could fault the way that they try to react to what's gone on this week. I don't think there's any way that you could say that they've not absolutely put everything they have on the line there. But ultimately it wasn't enough. I mean, we started absolutely incredibly. I don't think you could have asked for a better start. Obviously getting an early goal inside the first 10 minutes. Absolutely brilliant ball from Hines down the left-hand side, picked up by Thestrup, and then drives the byline and switches it in, and Bo Kearns gets onto the end of it. Absolutely phenomenal goal, and more. That's the kind of goal that I want to see more from our team, because obviously we're capable of doing it, and we don't necessarily see that so much. And scoring early as well, it just sets the tone so nicely of the game. And I thought we were super aggressive, super commanding of the ball, and really quite confident in the way that we were going about things, especially because of current circumstances. You didn't know if that was going to be the case. So it was really positive thinking, really positive play, moving forward and attacking really well. I think Thestrup and Babagino worked really well together on that side. I think full credit to Lucy Parry today, absolutely phenomenal, 16 years old and able to play like she did, and actually not really look that much out of place either. I think she's definitely going to be one for the future, and she can learn a lot of the players that we already have and develop further. So that's a really nice positive to take from today. Yeah, I genuinely don't really know what to say. Obviously that penalty comes along, obviously got to talk about that. To be brutally honest with you, I can't tell whether it was a penalty or not. You can't see replays on the FA play, and I think I looked away for a second and then it happened and then I couldn't see it again. So I couldn't tell you, but for the sake of it, let's just go it was, because it was at the end of the day. No VAR in the women's game to sort of relook at that. So a penalty in our box, Remy Allen goes down. She was a great player, by the way, absolutely phenomenal throughout the game. Really pulled the strings in their midfield and ran us a little bit ragged at times. She goes down, gets clipped by Fahy in the box, and then Flint converts a penalty, and then they equalise. And you're thinking, okay, well, that's not the end of the world. Obviously it's not exactly what we were wanting to happen, of course not. But I mean, it's 1-1 going into half time. That's not ideal, but I mean, there's still a way that we can get 3 points out of this, which is ultimately something that we needed. We needed 3 points today to still be within that promotion battle at the top. So yeah, going in at half time, it was, I mean, what can you do? And then, oh gosh, and then the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. So we made a substitution. Mel Lawley comes on for Thestrup. You're thinking, yeah, Mel Lawley's going to really suit this game, driving at their attack. Bit of pace, helping up top, absolutely phenomenal. Really looking forward to seeing how she's playing. Obviously, I think she was only in training later this week. I think 'cause she was self-isolating, so obviously not a full week in training. That's probably why we didn't see her start. You're thinking, yes, she's gonna come on, she's gonna absolutely smash it, really perform well, hopefully really push on and take the game to Leicester and get back on top. No, that's not what panned out. Yeah. So Mel Glolly gets a red after 20 seconds of being on the pitch. I would really like someone to tell me if that's a record, because it might be. That might be one kind of interesting thing to come out of today. I mean, it's not because she got sent off, but I mean a record breaker, you know, I'm always up for that. Yeah, I don't obviously think it was on purpose. No, not at all. I don't think it was. I think it was just, oh my gosh, the game started. Oh no. I don't think it was on purpose. But at the end of the day, it's a red. And as soon as that happened, you knew the size of the task ahead. To try and beat Leicester with only 10 players still on the pitch is going to be a difficult ask, isn't it? And it obviously turned out to be that way. Although I would actually say at times we didn't look like we were 10 players down. I think we, in the second half, especially like the 50 to 60 minute mark, maybe 50 to 70 minutes, yeah, maybe a little bit later on than that actually, we actually looked like we were really like going for it. We had nothing to lose and we were really growing back into the game and sort of getting into their final third and trying to get shots off, things like this. I think a couple of shots from out wide. Obviously when Fernie came on, she was getting involved. Always difficult when you come back from injury, I think, but there were points where you're like, okay, like sound, we're only 10 players, we only got 10 players on the pitch, but you know, we're working with it and we were sort of progressing quite well. But it just didn't happen, and then they get the ball, and yeah, I think it was Remy Allen again who does like a through ball to Tasha Flint. Flint strikes, it gets saved or deflected, lands to, I think it was Devlin, and then she shoots and then she scores. So then it's 2-1, and then this is a bit of a mammoth task now. So yeah, it's just, I can't even speak. I just really, it was just so frustrating. And I don't like to call things early, but the only thing I'm going to say is promotion now is just that a lot more harder. I'm not ruling it out completely, but this was the one game that we needed those 3 points. Like, when you look at the facts, we are now 11 points off the top spot. We don't have a permanent manager. We haven't made any new signings yet, although there might be one next week, we don't know. So we haven't really freshened up the squad. And we've got, I think it must be 8 games now left in the whole season. So, you know what? It's not looking great, but it's worth being positive. Anything can happen. In football, anything can happen. So we've just got to be positive. Stick behind the people that know what they're doing. And just stay as close-knit as possible, because we just don't want to turn against all this, because it's difficult as it is already. So we've just got to trust, and we've just got to keep backing the players and just try and see the positive in every situation. That's my positive outlook. I hope it was convincing. But yeah, one final thing, the officiating. I've said a million times on this channel, I'm not a fan of it. I just think it's so inconsistent. Like, Razzie gets thrown into the side advertising boards and literally nothing happens. So that's great. So yeah, not happy with that. I've seen a bit of reaction off social media as well, that people weren't happy with it, and I completely agree. So I thought I'd just quickly mention that. And that's all I'm going to say, because I've been sat here for 10 minutes and I don't know how I've made 10 minutes out of this video, because I thought I was just going to be like, hey, we lost, bye. But no, it's okay. That's kind of all I've got to say. I hope you all I can presume you're all probably feeling the same way as me, and that's absolutely fine to feel that way because it's really disappointing. But you know, we get up, we go again. I think we have a couple of weeks no matches for a while, so that'll be strange. Hopefully we can get all the injured players back. Hopefully sign some new players. Let me know who you would like to see. Always interested. I never really know. I just wait for the announcements to come out, so that's how it works. But yeah, thanks all for watching. I'm gonna go watch the men's game now. So yeah, nice little Sunday. I mean, I would have preferred if, let's hope they win. Then it could have been 2, but you know, it could have, no, let's not go into it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and for listening to me ramble on like a widow. Yes, that is all I have to say. Thank you all for watching so much. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back this week with some more videos, some more podcasts, etc. So yeah, make sure you look out for that. But yes, thank you all for watching. See you all soon. Bye.